In this video, we're going to be solving equations. Equations appear all the time throughout math. When you need to solve an equation, start off by combining like terms. Like terms are numbers that have the same variables. Remember, a variable is an unknown value that you are solving for, and it's commonly represented by a letter such as x, y, or z. Once you have combined like terms, start to isolate the variable, moving the variable to one side of the equal sign while moving any other terms you may have to the other side. Since our goal is to get the variable by itself, we will want to make sure we use the order of operations to solve the equation. The order of operations is parentheses and exponents, multiplication and division, and addition and subtraction. For isolating the variable, we're going to use these in the reverse order. Let's move on to some examples. In this first example, we'll be having two terms with variables on the left side of the equation and one term with a variable on the right. Then we're going to combine the terms on the left side of the equation and leave the right side alone for now. After we've done this, we're going to move to combining both of the terms with variables together so that the variable only appears on one side of the equation. Now, we're going to subtract 1 from both sides so that the term with the variable and the term with the whole number are on two different sides of the equation. Now that we have simplified this equation, we're going to divide by 4 so we can completely isolate our variable and get to our solution, which is, in this example, x equals 2. Moving on to our next example, we're going to have one term with a variable on each side of the equation. Then we're going to combine the variables. Let's move negative 3x to the right by adding 3x to both sides. Next, we're going to subtract 7 from both sides. Finally, we're going to divide by 7 to isolate our variable, which gives us our answer of x equals 3. In our last example, we're going to be working with fractions. Fractions might seem like they're a little bit different, but really you just use the same order of operations to isolate the variable. We're going to start off by moving negative 2/3 x to the right by adding 2/3 x to both sides. Once we've done that, we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. Now we are going to multiply by the reciprocal, or as I like to remember it, the reciprocal, because you have to flip the divisor and the dividend. Next we cancel out the terms and we are left with our solution, x equals negative 18.